Namaskaram students. Today we are going to see the rules for thermochemical equation, heat capacity. CV means heat capacity at constant value. CP means heat capacity at constant pressure and their relationship. Next, calculation of delta U, that is change in internal energy, and delta H, that is change in enthalpy. Next, bomb calorimeter, coffee cup calorimeter. Rest of the lesson in PPT.
Thermochemical equation. Chemical equation means we know very well there is some reactant, the reactant reacted together give the product. Then what is thermochemical equation? Thermo means what? It is heat. So heat containing that equation, that is called as thermochemical equation. How can you specify the heat? The heat is specified with the help of enthalpy change. The delta H value will be included in the chemical equation. Now see the example. The example below that I given two examples there. 2 moles of hydrogen reacted with 1 mole of oxygen gives 2 mole of H2O. The 2 moles, 1 mole, they are called as coefficient. So in that one, the delta H, the standard, the 0 means standard enthalpy change of reaction is minus 967.4 kilojoule. That is, it is a exothermic reaction. The water formation reaction is a exothermic reaction. Negative value means the heat is evolved, so that it is a exothermic reaction. Now the first point, you see that it is a balanced equation. In that balanced equation in containing enthalpy change, that is called as thermochemical equation. Here some of the rules is given. Number of moles, that what I said, that the number of moles is a coefficient. The next one, the second point, the enthalpy change of the reaction with the appropriate sign and unit. Sign means the negative or positive, that is called a sign, and unit here is kilojoule. And third point, the chemical reaction is reversed. The delta H value in the sign only reversed, but the same value of magnitude will be written. So now in that one, the second example, the 2 moles of water decomposed to give 2 moles of hydrogen and oxygen. It is the reverse reaction of the first reaction. Here the enthalpy change also reversed with the sign. The first sign negative having, the second sign positive, but the same value only we are writing. So that is called as same magnitude. And fourth point, we have to specify the physical state. Physical state mean it is whether it is a gas, liquid or aqueous or solid. That should be mentioned in that bracket. Now see that in the example, the hydrogen G is given. What is G means? Gas. The same way in oxygen it is a gas, and we give the water, that H2O, we thought it is a liquid state, but it's a water vapor, that is gaseous state. So it is also mentioned. So when the hydrogen gas and oxygen gas react together, give the water vapor. So it must be mentioned. Then only the delta H value also will be included. The fifth one, suppose we are going to multiply any other number with the equation, mean the delta H value also will multiply with the same number. Then the sixth point, negative sign means it is a exothermic reaction, and positive sign in the enthalpy means it is a endothermic reaction. Endo means the energy is added to that reaction. So energy added means positive sign. Exothermic means heat evolved, that is energy is lost. So lost means negative sign. In this problem, we are going to find out the standard enthalpy formation of the reaction. So that reaction, the carbon dioxide reacted with the hydrogen, it gives carbon monoxide plus water. Here the hydrogen is the element, so for the element the standard enthalpy change is 0, and carbon dioxide value given, carbon monoxide value is also given, and water also given. So see that first of all we have to write the product. What are the product here? Carbon monoxide and water. So first we add that carbon monoxide and water value. Afterward the reactant value. Reactant means the hydrogen value alone 0. So carbon dioxide value we have to minus. So afterward we get the standard enthalpy change of reaction. When the heat is supplied to the system, for example, it is a gaseous molecule mean, the first of all the kinetic energy of the molecules increases, and in this increment increases the temperature of the system from T1 to T2. Initially the temperature is different, and finally it has the increment in temperature. So now the heat absorbed by the system is directly proportional to the mass of that system is multiplied with the increase in temperature. Now that is directly proportional is changed is a proportionality constant C. That C value only called as heat capacity. So we get the heat capacity is equal to Q by M into T2 minus T1. What is Q here? Q is the heat, M is the mass, and T2 minus T1 is the temperature changes delta T. So C is a heat capacity here. Heat capacity formula is C equal to Q by M into T2 minus T1. If the M value 1 kilogram and T2 minus T1 value is 1 Kelvin means we get the value C equal to Q. That is called as specific heat capacity. So what is the definition here means, when the heat absorbed by the 1 kilogram of substance, the temperature is raised to 1 Kelvin means that heat is called as specific heat capacity. Suppose that instead of 1 kilogram, 1 mole of substance is raised to, the heat is absorbed by the 1 mole of substance, so that the temperature rises to 1 Kelvin means that is called as molar heat capacity. That heat is called as molar heat capacity. Then SI unit of molar heat capacity, heat means joule and temperature Kelvin, and mole means mole minus 1. So we get the SI unit of molar heat capacity is joule, Kelvin minus 1, mole minus 1. Then that molar heat capacity, if considered at the constant value means that is called as CV. Suppose molar heat capacity it is calculated at constant pressure means that is called as CP. We are going to learn the definition for the CV and definition for the CP. For the first law, the equation U equal to internal energy of the system we can calculate it by with the help of heat and then work. So U equal to Q plus W. Then W here we are considering the PV work, and PV work means it is a negative value, minus P dV. At pressure, at constant pressure, the volume is some changes in that volume, so that it is minus P dV, and then we get the Q from that equation. Q is equal to U plus P dV. And the change in volume, it is a constant volume. We said that if suppose the system at constant value means initial and then final volume will be same, so there is no change in volume, so dV equal to 0. Now that equation 7.19 with respect to temperature we are going to differentiate. So we get the dou Q by dou T at constant volume is equal to dou U by dou T. The dou value dou is called as differentiation, and the dV value becomes 0 norma, so that P into 0 means that term will become as 0. So now we get the CV is equal, the dou Q by dou T is called as CV. Then we get as dou U by dou T at P. From that the equation 7.20, from that we get the definition. What is the heat capacity at constant value means it is the rate of change of internal energy. U means what ma? Internal energy with respect to temperature at constant value. The next one, similarly molar heat of capacity at constant pressure. Constant pressure means pressure constant means that is called the heat. You already studied the enthalpy and then internal energy, relationship between enthalpy and internal energy. In that one we studied that the enthalpy at constant pressure means the heat absorbed is called as enthalpy, so that the CP is now dou H by dou T. So what is the definition here for CP means it is the rate of change of enthalpy with respect to temperature at constant pressure. So CP equal to dou H by dou T at pressure. Now we are going to see the relationship between Cp and Cv for an ideal gas. Then H value. What is H means? Enthalpy. Enthalpy equation is H is equal to U plus PV. That is equation 7.8, and PV equal to nRT for ideal gas. Then the PV, instead of P value in 7.8 equation, you write N or T. Now we get the equation 7.23 has H is equal to U plus N or T. Now we are going to differentiate this 7.23 equation with respect to T, temperature. So we get the dou H by dou T is equal to dou U by dou T plus N or dou T by dou T. The dou T cancel, and then one value we getting, and Cp equal to Cu. The dou H by dou T is a Cp value. In the previous slide we have seen, and dou U by dou T is called as Cv plus Nr. Now the Cv value goes to left hand side, so Cp minus Cv equal to Nr. This is the relationship between Cp and Cv. The differentiation of Cp minus Cv, we get Nr. The value is Nr. But that always the Cp value is greater than Cv. Why means at constant pressure the system must do the work against the surroundings, so the system need more heat to affect the temperature at constant value, so that the Cp value is always greater than the Cv value. Calculation of delta U and delta H. Delta U means internal energy change, delta H means enthalpy change. For 1 mole of ideal gas, heat capacity at constant volume Cv is equal to dou U by dou T we got from the previous slide. In that one, the dou U by dou T we can replace now, differentiate of difference of U and difference of T. Now the cross multiplication we get dou U, not dou U, du is equal to Cv dt. The same way in Cp value means what pa? Dou H by dou T. The dou value now changed as a differentiate value. So Cp equal to differentiate of H by differentiate of T, and cross multiplying that we get dH is equal to Cp dt. Then we are going to change this differentiate into finite change. Finite change means what particular change. That particular change, the du is changed as delta U, and the same way dt changed as a delta T. So delta T means T2 minus T1, and delta U means U2 minus U1. Delta H is equal to Cp delta T. Then delta T means T2 minus T1. For n mole of gas means we get the equation delta U is equal to n into multiply that n into Cv into T2 minus T1. The same way for delta H also multiply the n mole. So we get delta H is equal to n into Cp into T2 minus T1. In this problem, the weight of oxygen is 128 gram and initial temperature 0 degree Celsius. 0 degree Celsius means 273 Kelvin, and final temperature 100 degree Celsius, that is 373 Kelvin, and Cv value 21, Cp value is 29 joule mole minus 1 Kelvin minus 1. As per the formula, delta U formula is n into Cv into T2 minus T1. So for that, a number of moles we have to find out first. Number of moles formula, weight of oxygen divided by molecular weight. Weight of oxygen is given in the problem 128, and molecular weight means oxygen, the oxygen atomic weight 16. O2 means 2 oxygen, 2 into 16, 32. So 128 divided by 32 we get 4 moles. Then substituting the temperature value and Cv value and n number of moles value in delta U, we get the answer is 8400 joule. Then kilojoule means divided by 1000, we get 8.4 kilojoule for delta U, and delta H formula is n into Cp into T2 minus T1. N value is 4, Cp value given in the problem, so 29, and T2 minus T1 value substitute mean we get 11,600 joule and we have to calculate in kilojoule means divided by 1000, we get the answer 11.6 kilojoule for delta H value. In this evaluate some 180 gram of water, so weight of water is given, 25 degrees Celsius is the initial temperature, 100 degrees Celsius is the final temperature, and molar heat capacity of water 75.3 joule mole minus 1 Kelvin minus 1, it is Cp value. Now the number of moles formula is weight of water divided by molecular weight of water. For that, molecular weight of water is water formula H2O. H2O means 2 hydrogen is there, atomic weight of hydrogen is 1, so 2 into 1 plus 1 oxygen is there, so 1 into atomic weight of oxygen 16, so 2 plus 16 we get 18 for molecular weight of water. Now substitute this 18 in that formula, number of moles formula, 180 divided by 18 we get 10 moles. Now the the delta H value, the question is here, the amount of heat is asked here. So amount of heat means delta H value is equal to N into Cp into T2 minus T1. N value is we get 10 mole and Cp value given. So afterwards substituting the Cp value, T2 value and T1 value, we get the answer 56,475 joule. Then we have to calculate in kilojoule means divided by 1000, we get the answer for amount of heat delta H is equal to 56.475 kilojoule. Calorimeter. Calorimeter is used to measuring the amount of heat change during the chemical or physical process. Already we know the heat capacity formula, C is equal to Q by M into delta T. Here that constant value we are going to measure the heat evolved or absorbed by the system. The amount of heat change in the process we can calculate with the help of calorimeter. So at constant value means we can measure the delta U value. At constant pressure means we can measure the delta H value. We know the CpCv value. Cv means at that is the as per the definition. What is Cv? Cv means delta change in internal energy, and Cp means change in enthalpy. Change is called as Cp. So delta U value we can measure from the that is, what is delta U means? It is heat evolved at the constant volume. It is measured with the help of bomb calorimeter. The next slide we are going to see the bomb calorimeter. See the diagram, it is the bomb calorimeter. Outside the grey color box is the wooden box. Inside the wooden box one big container is there. That container containing water. In that container one stirrer is placed, and also the temperature is measured with the help of thermometer, and inside that water one vessel is kept, rose color vessel. That vessel is called as the bomb, and that vessel is closely tied with the metal lid and screw also placed. And in that vessel one cup is placed. Inside the cup the yellow color is called as substance. That substance only we are going to measure the enthalpy change or internal energy change. Then the yellow color substance is heated with the help of electricity. Electricity means we have to give the electricity with the wires. That electrical wires, they produce some arc. From that arc only we are giving the heat, and it is the heat giving means in presence of oxygen. So we need oxygen. In that bomb one tube is given, that is for oxygen supply. It is a combustion reaction goes, so that we need a oxygen supply for bomb. That substance heated with the help of electricity and also in presence of oxygen, so that we need electrical wire as well as the oxygen supply. It is provided in that bomb. You see that bomb means it is not a real bomb, girls, it is a vessel only. but inside that vessel we have the substance, yellow color substance in a cup, platinum cup. That platinum cup is struck by electrical wire. From the electrical wire only the substance are heated in the presence of oxygen. So it is a combustion reaction. Always the combustion reaction is a exothermic reaction. So exothermic reaction means the heat is evolved. The evolved heat is passed through the water. It is kept in the outside the bomb. Outside the bomb we are having water, noma. That water now heated. From the heated is so that the temperature is raised. From that we measure the initial temperature and final temperature. In this bomb calorimeter, the heat is evolved during the combustion process. The heat is absorbed by calorimeter and also by the water. The change in temperature we can measured with the help of Beckmann thermometer. During this combustion process, the volume does not change. So the heat measurement we are getting is equal to delta UC. That is heat of combustion at constant volume. Symbol is delta UC. The delta UC we can get it by Q1 plus Q2. What is Q1 means? The heat absorbed by the calorimeter. That calorimeter, the Q1 value is given as K into delta T. What is K means? MCCC. What is MC means? Mass of the calorimeter, and CC is heat capacity of the calorimeter, and delta T means temperature changes from final temperature to initial temperature. And heat absorbed by the water, it can also calculated with the formula Q2 is equal to MW CW delta T. What is MW means? It is the molar mass of water, 18 gram per mole, and CW is molar heat capacity of water. The value is 4184 kilojoule Kelvin minus 1 mole minus 1. Now substitute the Q1 value and Q2 value. We get the delta UC value equal to K plus MW CW and whole delta T. Then we want to find out the calorimeter constant, that is small k value, by using a standard substance, that is benzoic acid. If you place the benzoic acid in the bomb calorimeter, we can get the some temperature changes. If you put the temperature changes in the delta UC formula, what is delta UC for the benzoic acid means? Minus 3227. Here the molar water is 18 and heat capacity of water is also given. Only thing, the delta dt value we find out means we can calculate the calorimeter constant value K. Afterward we can if you find out the K value means afterward any other substance than benzoic acid, you can find out the delta UC value. If you put the delta UC value by calculating the K value, now find out means we can calculate any other substance. Just you find out the delta T alone, you can substitute in the equation delta UC, you get the delta UC formula. Now the delta UC, with the help of delta UC, now if we find out the delta HC. What does delta HC means? Enthalpy of combustion at constant pressure by the formula delta UC standard plus delta NG or T. Application of bomb calorimeter. This is used to find out the amount of heat released during the combustion reaction, and also we can find out the calorific value of food, because the food digestion is combustion process only. And then the bomb calorimeter used in the industries, that is metabolic study industries, food processing industry, explosive testing industries. We are using this bomb calorimeter. Coffee cup calorimeter. This one is used for heat change at constant pressure. In this coffee cup calorimeter, the cup is a styrofoam cup. That cup does not allow the transfer of heat. It is a good adiabatic valve, and so that the heat evolved during the process only absorbed by the water alone, so that the heat absorbed by the water is equal to Q is equal to mW Cw delta T. What is mW means? Molar mass of water. Cw is the molar heat capacity of water, 4184 kilojoule Kelvin minus 1 mole minus 1. The only thing we have to uh, calculate the temperature changes. If you know the temperature changes, mean if you put the temperature changes in that formula, we can get the heat absorbed or evolved during the process. Then only we can calculate the delta H value.